What's up everyone, TF Review 16 here, back with another Transformers video review. This time we're going to be taking a look at the new Combiner Wars Leader Class Thundercracker. So this is the new updated Seeker version of the Jetfire mold. I'm really bummed that I can't be at Comic-Con 2015 this year. I've been the last couple of years. I'm in San Diego. I waited too long to book my flight to go to Chicago for BotCon this year, and it was too expensive, so I didn't go. But I am here doing this review for you guys. So here you can see, you get a nice shot of Thundercracker here, his eyes lit up red, and he's got this like third eye thing going on in his design. That's cool that it shows through in the illustration. And taking a look at the back of the packaging, you get a nice bio here of Thundercracker. Thundercracker lives on fear. Special materials in his jet frame allow him to unleash controlled sonic detonations that can be heard 200 miles away. Streaking across the sky at Mach 6, he wants his enemies to hear him before they see him. He wants them to know he's coming and cower in fear at their impending doom. And you can see both modes here. It says changes in 17 steps. And back to Thundercracker himself in jet mode. He comes with his collector card. So you get new illustration here on the collector card. It is different from the Legends class Thundercracker art. Really nice illustration here. I wish there was some character bio, or tech specs on here, but there's not. I do wish he came with a Combiner Wars comic book, but this is still cool that they added this. He also comes with his plasma cannon, the same one that Jetfire comes with, only it's molded here in a black plastic with a gray projectile missile, and it does fire, and of course it is on a very hair trigger, just like the Jetfire one, so it fires very easy just by barely tapping that, and it'll fire. Now Thundercracker is armed to the teeth. You can strap this on the front of the jet, but again, I don't really like that. It's too long and it just looks silly right there if you ask me. But you can also put it underneath his wing for storage. That's a cool option. He also comes with his 4-arm cannons that do transform with him, but you can strap these out on the end of the wings and really arm up your Thundercracker. So I do like that option that you can put these out. And the difference here is he comes with the null rays. So here you have the underside of the jet mode. He does also have the landing gear on the front, which folds up or down. And then he's got the wheels underneath as well, where these cannons strap over the wheels. You can see here is the back. He's got the 2 thrusters in the back. Really nice retooling, remolding here of the shoulders in robot mode. We'll get into that more as we do the transformation. You have these adjustable wing tips as well, and for the F-22 Raptor style, these kind of angle out like this. You can also open the cockpit here of Thundercracker to get some nice detailing on the fuselage there where the pilots go. So you got a little room for 2 pilots there. That is really cool. I do like this orange-yellow style of cockpit he has, and that will snap shut very nice. Really nice paint detailing going on here. It's very limited for paint. Most of this is in the grays and blacks and blues of the molded plastic, but you got some really nice silver paint going on right up here. I do like that a lot. And you got these signature red and silver Thundercracker lines going on the wings and on the wing tips on the back here. And there's also some really nice panel lining going on throughout the mold here. Here he is with Leader Class Jetfire. So you can see this is a heavy remold. The wings are not adjustable. These are static in place. He has all new wings. Of course, Jetfire has the adjustable wings here. They both have the cockpits that open. And there's some remolding here on the fronts. The vents are different as well. He does still have the ports here on the top that Jetfire had. I wish they would have just remolded this. So at first I was really skeptical about them retooling the Jetfire mold for the Seeker mold. But this Jetfire mold is so absolutely wonderful that I'm actually very happy that they redid this mold and used it as the Seeker mold. And it's even more enticing now that we're going to be getting a Starscream and Skywarp as well. And here he is next to the Masterpiece Thundercracker. So you can see the size difference here. And you can see that the new Leader Class Thundercracker is molded in this nice blue. It is a little bit darker, whereas the Masterpiece is a little bit brighter in the blue coloring. But I do really like the blue coloring on the new Thundercracker Leader Class as well. Really nice plastic used in both these figures. The new leader class is a little bit lighter, but they feel about the same in hand. And of course, you're not getting as many of the details like the graphics on the side, the sonic boom in the new leader class. And there is some slight variation in the paint as well. The Masterpiece Thundercracker has a white stripe here on the inside and red on the outside. The new leader class has a silver stripe on the outside with the red on the inside. Same with on the wingtips. You get the nice graphics here, the sonic boom. Here is a look at the back of the jet modes. The Masterpiece being styled after the F-16 fighter, and the new leader class being modeled after an F-22 Raptor. So there are some differences there. So back to comparison. There they are together. And here he is next to Jetfire. Here he is next to the classic deluxe Thundercracker. So you can see how these two scale against each other. Here he is with the Fall of Cybertron Cybertronian version of Thundercracker. And here he is with the Legends class Thundercracker. Really bummed about this. I just noticed on this guy, I have two little rabbits and they have free reign of my house. They run around. Well, apparently they got a hold of my Legends class Thundercracker. I was wondering why he was off the shelf, and I just noticed before I did the review, they chewed off one of his wingtips. So I'm going to have to get another Combiner Wars Legends class Thundercracker. So that bums me out a little bit, but there they are together. So you can see the massive size difference between the Legends class versus the Leader class. And here is Leader class Thundercracker next to Armada Megatron. And here's Thundercracker next to Generations Deluxe Class RC. And if you watch my video review of RC that I did on Mother's Day, she does have storage for her other pistol, and her hands do peg into the weapon that stores underneath her. So she has full storage of all of her weapons. Her blades can store on the outside here or here, while both pistols plug underneath. And her hands do peg into that gun underneath there. So if you did watch that video review, that was my quick amendment to that. And for the transformation of Thundercracker, I'm going to remove the null rays here and the blasters. Now they can peg into his forearms here if you want, but I'm just going to put those off to the side for right now. So I'm going to remove these blasters and his null rays. Like so. Fold up the landing gear as well. Then you want to unpeg the fuselage here. And apparently this section came down too with it. But I'm going to bring that back and untab the legs. Like so. Bring this section out and around. And you can rotate his head forward at this point if you want. And then his legs will rotate down. This section will come up. Twist the legs around like so. You can bring the feet out and they just fold out from underneath. So you bring those feet forward and then you peg the arms here, the shoulders from the back, and split those. Bring the arms out to the side and angle this section up, and these will tab into the back of the wings here like so. Take this back section here, fold that back around like so, and these wings will fold flat as well. Then you can put the cockpit up like so. Then making sure that these are straight, you can fold this forward. So the back shoulder section here pegs into the back. You want to make sure that's in there very tightly, and then this shoulder piece will connect right here as well. Like so, and lock that together, and you can see this side automatically just kind of went into place. Once you get it all lined up and everything tabs in very securely, very nicely. Once in robot mode, you can arm your Thundercracker up. His null rays peg into the side. I really like the shape and design of these. They are a bit long in the back, but it works really nice and it gives him a really good seeker silhouette here going on with this new version of Thundercracker. So again, tab those null rays to the side. There he has those. And you can take his forearm blasters, and I like to just peg them in up here on the top of the wings. I do like the way that this looks. And the end result of this new Seeker mold. Retool of the Jetfire mold is a really amazing looking leader class Seeker. I do love the back here. You got the fuselage, the whole jet front on the back. So that's some kibble back there, but really not bad. Got the Decepticon logos there, really cool. He still has the blasters on the side, the extra armament that was meant for Jetfire, but it's still nice that they do include that, and it still looks really good on him. And you can get all of his weapons with him in robot mode. So there he's got his blaster. So taking a closer look at the detail in the paint and articulation for this new leader class Thundercracker, he's got a brand new head mold. Really nice head mold, reminiscent to that of the Masterpiece and of course the original cartoon, with some updates. You can see I do like the silver on the side. He's got these vents that stick out of the side, very cool. Now he does have light piping. He's got red light piping throughout the top right there. And he's got this third eye thing going on here, which is interesting. I don't mind it. I do like the design aesthetic, but it is a little bit different than what we're used to for a Seeker mold. He's got nice silver painted details in the face there, and it is on a swivel and a hinge, so you get some really nice articulation there. No side to side, but you get up, down, left and right there. And you can see he's got these remolded shoulders here, so these are all new molds. Same with the chest piece. The chest piece is all new from Jetfire. And you get some shoulder articulation here. It can go all the way up, all the way back on a nice ratchet. It is hindered by the wing some, but it goes out, and he's got the upper bicep swivel there, and he's got these stiff ratchet elbows. Nothing at the wrist or fingers, but he does have the ports there to hold weapons. I really like the paint details here in the chest, the silver paint. He's got this gunmetal gray going on inside where the engine parts are. Looks very cool. I do like the design overall of the robot mode, and the retooling, the resculpting looks really nice. He's got the orange fake cockpit here going on in his chest. Really nice silver detailing in his waist piece. With the black there, looks really nice. He has no waist articulation due to the transformation. His hips are on a swivel here, and they go out and back. I really like the detailing in the sculpt of the joint here as well. So it goes out very far, all the way out to do the splits. He can go forward that much, back really far, and he's got the knee bend. Some hollow bits in here, nothing we're not used to. We saw that on Jetfire. There will be a third-party company that makes fillers where you can fill in these gaps. At least they did for Jetfire. So I'm assuming they're going to do for the rest of these Seeker molds. And then you get nothing, no ankle pivot here at the foot, but you can see that it is angled and molded very nicely to get some good wide-legged stance. And again, it extends to the back here for extra added stability. So overall, the paintwork, although limited, is still very nicely done and very crisp and clean lines. I really like the new updated design. The molding and what they've retooled here is really nice. Here he is next to Jetfire, so you can see a lot of differences in the mold here that really set this new Seeker mold apart from Jetfire. Here he is next to Leader Class Combiner Wars Megatron. So you can see, I wish that Megatron was a little bit bigger. Of course, that's a lot to ask for, but they share basically the same size and mass. Megatron is taller at the head, however, so I do like that. Here he is next to Masterpiece Thundercracker. You can see he is taller than the Masterpiece figure, which is very highly impressive. Now, you're not getting the amount of details and articulation that you get in the Masterpiece, like the wrists and the fingers and all that, but he does come with an arsenal of weapons, and he is taller. Here he is next to Deluxe Class Generations Thundercracker. This is the Classics Deluxe Class Seeker mold. Here he is next to the Deluxe Class Fall of Cybertron, or the IDW iteration of Deluxe Class Thundercracker. So you can see these two difference. Both of these are appearing in the comic books. This was an IDW variation of this Deluxe Class Thundercracker. Now we're getting this new updated Leader Class Thundercracker. And last but not least, here he is with his Legends Class counterpart. This is based on the same design from the IDW comic books, the updated version of Thundercracker. And here we have him in the Legends Class scale and the new leader class scale. So overall, I give new leader class Thundercracker a solid recommend. I am really liking this new leader class Seeker mold, and I'm highly anticipating the new releases coming out, Starscream and Skywarp, in this new Combiner Wars leader class mold. Make sure you click like if you like this video review, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. You can follow me on Twitter at TFReview16, and until next time, guys and girls, keep collecting.